Are you going Saturday? Is New Fox gonna play? Fred Smith on the wing. Will he shout and sing? Under the double two bridge, you can hear the sound. You just follow that noise, and you'll be Bellevue bound.
Right, okay. We're rolling, are we?
Yes.
Good afternoon, good morning and good evening from wherever you're watching from live here on YouTube. My name is Jamie Robinson and you may recognise these dulcet Yorkshire tones from the Wakefield Trinity Heritage podcast. I'm here on my own today actually, funnily enough. Usually I'm with my co-host, my dad Lee Robinson, but he's not actually here at the minute. He's going to come later on because me and the Wakefield Trinity team down here at the DIY Kitchen Stadium at Bellevue are setting him up for a little bit of a surprise. It's his 60th birthday tomorrow and he's been associated with this club for all pretty much of those 60 years. So we're gonna surprise him a little bit with a Robinson 60 Wakefield Trinity top. Mike and the boys are going to present it to him. He loves this club, he probably loves it more than he loves me, and I'm his only child, so I think if it was down to him he'd kick me out of a Wakefield Trinity any day. So follow me, we'll have a good day. My dad's going to get here anytime soon and we'll surprise him.
What I wanted to do to start it was ask the same question you ask everyone on your podcast, which is what's the first words or first things that come to mind when you hear the words Wakefield Trinity?
How long were you physio, yeah?
10 years.
10?
84 to 94.
That was physio room.
Is that what it was, Lee? Yeah.
Yeah, that's physio room when back in the day.
Family. I started going with family, with my mum and dad, uncle and auntie. Family continued all the way through over 70 years. So family.
Activity in here.
Paint a picture, Lee. What sort of like facilities and equipment and what would you have had
Back then,
Yeah.
it was basically the bucket and sponge days. So basically, we did DP. So when I ran on the field, you basically had a polythene bag with water in it and a sponge, and splash the water on the players. If it was as if they had blood, you just still put the sponge on the face and then come and wash it off in the bucket.
Yeah.
That was physio in the 80s.
But obviously we all go as a family. Peter's son occasionally comes as well. It's great to breach that out in the family as well. So we try and go every week. Dad goes every week, and now we've done the podcast. We've all worked for Trinity in some form or another, which is always really cool to say as well. And yeah, family is pretty much all we talk about, isn't it, as well, when we're all gathered together. So family for me.
So they were sort of from the Bellevue point of view, you couldn't beat a match day down here. You know, and it was just that room there was the away dressing room, so you could actually hear people through the wall. You had baths back in the day when you didn't have baths anymore, no showers. The physio room was just out there, so you had people wandering backwards and forwards for the strapping and the taping. And the physio room was about the size of a bathroom, a couple of beds in it. Happy days.
You know, I think you could add it in a bit of passion, because it's my world as well these days. We're not just going to the games with Trinity Heritage in the podcast. It takes over your world a little bit, so family and passion for me.
Oh, if we can rattle them, I reckon real chance of beating them.
Yeah.
If you sit and wait for them to come at you, they've got a bigger bench than us.
I'd say family and a little bit of a home away from home as well, if I'm going to try and be different, because it is every week people do lots of things to do with family, but we do rugby. Obviously, for us, we're a family of guys. Obviously, my mum is the one that holds it all together, but we're the ones that go to the rugby all the time, home and away, for a long time.
Hey, who's that? Owen. Owen who?
Owen the Saint! Dad taught me how to. He gave me his second-hand camera, and I took photos there as well. If you take photos now with a digital camera, it'll automatically focus, and if you get an expensive camera, it'll track that person all the way around. In those days, to get these photos, you had a little line in your lens, and it would move depending on where your focal point was. So to get somebody at speed, you had to move that to get the line in perfect line, and then click as they moved into that point. I know when I took photos like that, if I got one photo out of a whole roll of film that was good, I was really impressed. And looking back at them now, they're still not that good. Whereas, Dad was getting these photos and they were excellent photos in those days. So this guy's Michael Jackson. This one's at Bellevue. So Michael Jackson was one of those players. He was clearly a good-looking guy, as you could tell, so very much a fan's favourite. But and again signed to Dad because he liked the photo. But he was a running second row, so he was exciting to watch, and he would score tries more than second rows would. And exactly that photo shows him busting through.
Physiotherapy was my profession, but I was lucky to get the physio job at Trinity in the 80s and 90s. So I've got a full portfolio of photographs of me treating players over the years. Yep. So that's where that comes in as well. So I started in 1984 at Trinity. We were in the second division, and had 10 years there. So I've got a full portfolio, full set of pictures of my physiotherapy career. And I used to say to Dad every now and again, if we get a star, I said, this fella's called Ray Price here, I missed Henry Paul, that fella's called Steve Ella. I said, these are actually world-class stars. If I get near one of those and treat him, take a picture, because I know it's going to be on my clinic wall when I get older.
So I was born in 92, so I was born the week after the Yorkshire Cup final win, because you were praying that I wouldn't come early and miss the game.
It was due on final day.
Yeah, so I was due on the final day. So there was me, Gary Price's son, and Gary Spencer's daughter all due on the same week, and I still know them now. We're all obviously 32 now, so we all laugh and say we almost cost Wakefield that game by being born, but we managed to spread it out a bit.
Here comes Mark Webster back after injury. It looks like he's took a hard knock there. Mark Webster looks to be flat out. I think the referee's got to stop the game here, and just to have a look at him, Lee Robinson a bit worried about him, and I think he's pushed him into the precautionary position on his side. It looks to be okay, just a little bit fuzzy. 29-16 the score then, Ian. Absolutely superb support here at Ellen Road for Wakefield Trinity. Jeff Bagnall, he's picked up the Yorkshire Cup here for Wakefield Trinity, and there'll be celebrations tonight in the coach house at Wakefield Trinity site at Bellevue. There'll be beer flowing, there'll be people singing.
We didn't win many trophies, so that was a great day. And even though it was 40 years ago, we're still all mates together. We're still part of the Past Players Association, so a lot of those side, your Gary Spencers, your Richard Slaters, Nigel Wrights, Gary Price, we still get together for fitness sessions and beers every now and again. So that was a special time. And like Jamie says, Wembley last year was something different altogether.
What is so special about coming down to Bellevue and sitting in the stands and watching the game there in person? You touched on it there, rather than sitting at home taking up the BBC coverage or whatever. What's special about being there in person and seeing it live?
I think the Friday night match is a total different level. When the season started and we were kicking off on a Friday night with floodlights and fireworks and 8,000 in when Hull Kingston Rovers and Hull came, to lose last year in the grand final, that is something I've never witnessed at all in watching 50 years of Wakefield Trinity. So anything like that, you've got to come and sample it. You know, and the fact that we're winning, we're in the top 6 at the moment, that's an added bonus as well. But even the way we're playing, you know, it's like you look at how the ground's changed this season. You know, the drinks and the food outlets. There's so much more. You know, it's a long time since I've stood on the North Stand terrace as well. But I bet that place is bouncing on match day as well. So yeah, it's well worth a visit to anybody who hasn't been for a long time.
Your team, I can go watch anything and be quite thrilled by it. I quite like any form of live entertainment, but when it's your team and it's your city and it's your feeling, Wakefield doesn't have much to cheer about, has it? The city in a long time. We don't have a professional football team. We don't have a university. We're a big city in the UK, but I'm not bashing it down. But all we've had for a long time is the rugby league team. The rugby union team is a thing of the past. So anyone who's from Wakefield and loves live entertainment or live sport, get down, because it's a show now. It's not just you coming down and watching Wakefield potentially win. You're coming down and seeing England internationals. You're coming down and seeing a top media team in a brand new stand with great pre-match entertainment. The food's getting better, the environment's great, and with it being summer rugby now, usually the weather's pretty good as well. So that's my take, and that's how I feel. And you've got an absolutely world-class podcast after every single game as well, so you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah! Right, just hang about, boys. No!
Oh, fair.
Yeah, good mate. Yeah,
good.
Hey mate, you okay?
Good feeling.
Oh, wow. How's that feel? Good?
Oh, good for me. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
Well, I think that's perfect, yeah. Good
Cool.
job.
Yeah, great stuff. Catch you all down the road.
How you going, sir?
There's new folks gonna play.
And Leeds Wakefield, 4:30 on the BBC. Which actually, that's the game.
She is a builder, different from the rest.
History, your borough, everything. Our Wakefield pretenders, our Leeds pretenders.
We had a bit of a tip on the shoulder actually for when I said that Max Jowett should be considered for England.
He's one of our own. Me and me mum and me dad and me gran.
Here come to heading lift.
Every day we're all gonna say we love you.
Wakefield Trinity.
Come on. I mean, Matt Ellis might be the Messiah.
It's not the Messiah, it's a very naughty boy.
Just entertain it, like you don't need to follow that team to say I want to see Wakefield's next game because I enjoy the way they play.
Together we'll win it all.
Right, back here round, what are we now, 13? It's a long season, isn't it?
First time I were interviewed it were here, so back to day one. First game of the season against Leeds RHINOS.
I actually watched that this morning just to reflect on what I did the first time round, and yeah, there you were, bud. In your bobble hat back then, it's bucket hat today, yeah?
Yeah, bucket hat today.
Who do you think's going to be key for us?
Caius for Taylor, because he's been having a great season, to be fair.
Caius? Was that Caius?
Yeah.
Everyone's favourite at the minute. Were you here for round one?
Yes, he was hiding.
Yeah. Do you expect a similarly tight game?
Very tight game, yeah. Very.
But who's to edge it again?
How are you, mate?
Good.
All good?
Right, give us your Bronte Barbarians shout out whilst you're here.
Oh yeah, Bronte Barbarians, under 12s, 13s, 16s, boys, 18s boys and 18s girls are looking for some more players, and if you're willing to get into some support or want to give some a try, come down and have a go.
What good players coming through?
Got a team, a proper team.
Probably the same, Caius.
Caius?
But we've got players who can fill in now and playing well.
Yeah.
You know, like that young Rock at fullback. Great player.
He's been terrific, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Smith, brilliant
Smith.
player.
Yeah.
Brilliant player.
Liam Hood.
Hoodie, yeah, he's back in today, so whose birthdays is it? Rowan and Sam? Right, go on then, boys. Firstly, your predictions. I want your predictions first, go on.
20 to Wakefield and 10 to Leeds RHINOS.
100-0.
100-0?
Yeah.
That is very confident. I know we're better, but...
Better things have happened at sea, haven't they? I'm telling you. I feel good with them this year.
Yeah? So do I, mate. I'm positive today.
Listen, I followed them through thick and thin, going to Barrow, Whitehaven, Workington and stuff like that. This is one of the best teams I've seen.
That's a good shout. Hattie?
34-24 to Wakey.
34-12 to Wakey.
18-14 to Wakey.
A name off each of you. Who's going to be key for Wakey today?
Caius Fact.
Caius Fact.
Yeah?
Max Jowett. Caius Fact. Caius Fact.
Lachlan.
Tom Johnston.
And Tom Johnson, yeah?
I've got another one.
Go on.
Max Jowett.
Max Jowett. He scored 2 here last
Oh,
time, didn't he?
Daryl Powell.
Hey up, mate.
All right, bud. Sorry.
Quietly, yeah. All right, mate.
Liam! Take a picture!
I'm good, mate. Yeah, they won't let me in, so I'm just going to try walking with you.
Really love you. I'm back here.
Thank you.
Jackpot.
Hey lad, how are we?
Good mate. Very good.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, but blood flowing, I reckon. Hey.
That's it, sir. No. Heads, it's a league win.
Good start.
Yeah. You'll be fine. Which way do you want to go?
Go left to right.
You'll go left to right, so it's starting against Leeds. You're going to keep up to the left. We'll be on the left
I think it's going to be a close one. So I'm predicting 24-16 to Wakefield.
Yeah, and who's going to score the crucial points? Happy birthdays and enjoy your day, lads. All right, let's hope for a win.
Home and away is.
Right, cheers, lads. Go easy.
Jab it or... I'm
Jowet's a good call, mate. I reckon.
probably Jowett.
Jackpot.
Super League's closest rivals geographically come to Headingley.
And Rob Burrow will go over for the score for the second time. They got the breakaway down this Wakefield left, raced away again.
You're the man who gave me his full debut.
This kid is all talent. 18 years of age. Darryl Powell has a smile.
You know, I knew how talented and how special he was. He was tiny, but wow, he was so fast and athletic. Such a high quality young player and young man, and you know, the rest is history. As I say, he did a pretty good job.
And now we see Rob Burrow's parents, Jeff and Irene, along with Rob's sisters, Joanne and Claire, bringing out the match ball for this afternoon's game. We will mark the first anniversary of the passing of Rob Burrow CBE and celebrate his life with a minute's applause here at AMT Headingley.
The Wildcats fans rise to applaud.
I am just a lad from Yorkshire who got to live out his dream of playing rugby league.
Time for business now.
Tighter onto this. Again, look at Ash Handley. Ash Handley moves laterally and prevents Oriol challenging the ball. Challenge is unsuccessful.
It didn't have a lot going for it, that challenge, John, did it?
I got no idea why they've done that. Burnt really early on. Ash Handley still remonstrating with the referee, but yeah, I think that's as clear a decision as you're going to get. And it was the touch judge Marcus Griffiths who gave that. Time just slowed down, didn't it, when Jake Connor got the ball in his hands?
Adds the extras. Leads up by a dozen. That was McMeek, and this is Lino. They get it wide to Wormsley. So let's hear from Tom Grant, the video referee, once more.
We're just confirming that he stays in the field of play, so in possession at this point, and the ball is grounded. I made my decision.
Can Jowett add the extra two? It's a good effort. It's gone through. Jowett now 36 out of 45 successful kicks, over 80% now, which makes him one of the top kickers in this league.
Oh wow, big shot. Alice here did not miss.
There it is, and it's the final act of the first half. But Wakefield really up against it here, and Brad Arthur's boys are in complete command at the break at AMT Headingley on MND Awareness Day here at the Rhinos. It's all Leeds at half time. They lead 22-6. Can Trinity turn this around?
I did it my
is in a dummy half, and now Jowett pokes it through. It's loose inside the goal area. Is that a try? Wakefield could be back in business. They are back in business,
and he's managed to draw Wakefield back into this game. He's acquitted himself very well. I think he's one of Super League's best. I think he's a hugely underrated player, if you can be, with so many games under your belt. Max Jowett.
And here he's got his side back in this contest. Can he add two? He can. Different feel to the contest now, John. Suddenly Wakefield have got a bit about them here. There's a bit of a pep in the Wakefield step. They've got it on the move now. Hall! Corey Hall goes. A ball inside. A try here, surely for Jowett. Max Jowett. And Wakefield, Trinity here are threatening one of the great Super League fight backs. Is this a try though? Hold on, hold your horses. Try on the field, but a possible obstruction. Hold the back page.
Never decision.
And Daryl Powell's boys are back in business.
Created and scored by Max Jowett. It's the movement behind the ruck. The defence has got no time to address, no time to adjust, no time to adjust.
Well, as you say, John, at half-time, it seemed not to be a question of who, but how many.
Yeah, well,
Wakefield... And now, it's very much who.
Yeah, Wakefield, they've got a say, they've had a say in this game, haven't they? It took them some time, but they've prized open this Leeds Rhinos defence.
Saturday afternoon Super League thriller. A nail-biter. Connor's knocked on. Jen Connor has knocked on. They're in trouble here, Leeds. Ryan Hall diffuses it, and it could have been a disaster. That could have been a try if Hall hadn't got to that. My word, Leeds are in trouble here, you feel.
Oh, and it's been coming as well, hasn't it? You feel the atmosphere changing in this stadium. Now a golden opportunity, a gilt-edged opportunity for Wakefield.
Leeds down to 12, 2 minutes left. Oh, what a finish here. Ultimate making the silent go. It's all over. Leeds have hung on. Leeds have hung on. The Rhinos have clung on to defeat Wakefield. They've avenged the opening round defeat. They led by 16 points at half time. But in the end, they hung on by 4 as Wakefield staged an amazing second half fight back, featuring 2 tries from Max Jowett, but in the end not quite enough, and Leeds with the most nail-biting win have got home 22 points to 18 at Breathe. That was Super League Rugby League manifest. What a game.
I'm biased, but I just think rugby league is the best sport in the world, without doubt. I think it speaks for itself, so, you know, but I just think rugby league is the best sport in the world.
I thought it was awesome second half. I was really disappointed with the first. I just didn't think it looked like us at all. You know what I mean? I thought it looked, that first half looked like we have done against St Helens. We can't allow that to happen. We shouldn't allow it to happen. Because you've got enough boys to go, fully free for 80 minutes. You know. I just think for us it's just going right. Well, we know what we are as a team. I think we've shown another string to our bow. How do we get points if they're doing that? If teams are doing that on us? So I just think there's a little bit of something we'll learn from it, and we'll get better as a team. Yeah, second half last minute one. Yeah. All right.
And I just can't seem to get enough of that.
The ref wasn't very fair. We should have won the game.
Yeah.
And we did really well.
Who was your man of the match for Wakey?
Max Jowett.
Isn't he good at the minute?
Yeah.
He should be playing for England, shouldn't he?
He's our favourite player. My favourite.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Jay. Thanks for coming to support the Trin, yeah?
Thank you.
All right, safe journey home.
Thank you. Max Jowett. He's well.
Listen, he's doing a video, so do you want to sing red, white,
Yeah, go on, I'll have one of them, yeah.
red, white, and blue army. Red, white, and blue army. Red, white, and blue army.
One more.
Red, white, and blue army.
Right, well done, everyone. Good.